We have on pole Kyle Kumaran, 5-time UAE national champion. Championship leader Kyle Kumaran starting off in pole. Suryavardhan starting off P3. Currently second in the championship. As the senior max drivers start off their warm-up lap. A very foggy morning in Bangalore here at Miko Kartopia. The 1.3 kilometer purpose-built go-kart racetrack. As the drivers on their formation lap as Kyle Kumaran and Emir Bafna slow down to bunch up the grid for the formation. As championship leader Kyle Kumaran starting off in pole. And we have a green flag. Kyle Kumaran on the inside of C1 takes the lead. And Suryavardhan taking P2. We have a kart which has spun off in C1. Yellow flags there. And Kyle Kumaran and Suryavardhan moving into P2. As Kyle Kumaran and Suryavardhan try and pull away from the rest of the grid. As the temperatures drop here at Miko Kartopia, Bangalore. Mihir Suman trying hard to overtake Vidyali Reddy for P3. Your race leader Kyle Kumaran driving for Peregrine Racing, followed by his teammate Suryavardhan pulling away in P1 and 2. Vidyali Reddy driving for Team Kart Crew in P3, trying to defend hard from Mihir Suman, trying to make a move over in the inside, now on the outside of C1. Mihir Suman overtaking Vidyali Reddy, moving into P3. Kyle Kumaran leading away from Suryavardhan. First time in India he's driving in the Indian National Karting Championship. We have a red flag. We have a red flag on track as the drivers slow down, as one of the karts, Divi Nandan, is parked up. As the drivers once again line up on the grid. Once again, welcome back to the Miko Fmsci National Karting Championship 2021 Rotax Max Classes Round 5. This is your Senior Max grid. We had a red flag previously, and the drivers have now lined up once again for the start of the pre-finals race. 12 laps to go. We have a slight shower drizzle on track. And we have a green flag for the warm-up lap. As the fastest drivers in the country driving the fastest go-karts in the Senior Max class. The rain starting to creep in here at Miko Kartopia, Bangalore. A very cold Sunday morning here. As the drivers on their warm-up lap, fog all around the circuit. Kyle Kumaran and Suryavardhan, the Peregrine Racing drivers, up ahead, followed by the Birel Art India drivers, Mihir Suman and Rishon starting in P3 and 4. As Kyle Kumaran slows down now to bunch up the grid for the restart of the pre-finals race in the Junior Max category. And we have a green flag as Kyle Kumaran leads in C1, keeping the inside line. Suryavardhan under pressure from competition number 51, Mihir Suman, and the carts collide around the hairpin bend. Suryavardhan maintaining P2, having to defend hard. And once again under pressure, Suryavardhan from Mihir Suman. Kyle Kumaran, our championship leader, pulling away up ahead in front, followed by his teammate Suryavardhan. Under huge pressure from Mihir Suman as one of the carts spins out. Rishon in P3 now. Right behind Suryavardhan. The Peregrine Racing drivers once again in front of the pack. As M.A. Abafna makes his way into P3. All sorts of action. And M.A. Abafna moving into P2, overtaking Suryavardhan. M.A. Abafna driving for Rayo Racing, currently in P2. Suryavardhan in P3, driving for Peregrine Racing. As Kyle Kumaran comfortably in the lead. 10 more laps to go. Battle brewing between competition number 55 and 51. Divi Nandan and Mihir Suman. As once again, one of the carts, M.A. Abafna, spinning out and losing out. Around C2, restarting his go-kart now. As Suryavardhan from Peregrine Racing regains P2 on track, right behind Kyle Kumaran, his teammate, leading the race. A very cold morning here in Bangalore, as Suryavardhan tries and catches up to Kyle Kumaran on the main straight. As the leaders make their way towards the Sector 2 hairpin bends. In P3 is Rishon, followed by Divi Nandan and Tarun. Kyle Kumaran, 5-time UAE champion, current leader of the championship. Won the championship in Oman last weekend, as Suryavardhan trying to make a move down the inside at Sector 3. Suryavardhan trailing Kyle Kumaran with a difference of 24 points in the championship. And M.A. Abafna running third in the championship currently. As Suryavardhan coming under pressure from Rishon. All sorts of action on track. Peregrine Racing versus Birel Art India. The top go-kart racing teams in the country and the top drivers battling it out on track. Cold weather conditions here at Miko Kartopia, Bangalore, as your race leader Kyle Kumaran makes his way back onto the start-finish straight with 7 more laps to go. As M.A. Abafna from the back of the grid trying to recover his run. And Rishon holding on to P3, followed by Divi Nandan driving for NK Racing Academy, currently holding on to P4. As the battle for P2 goes on between Suryavardhan from Peregrine Racing and Rishon driving for Birel Art India. The top 3 drivers in a league of their own with 6 more laps to go. Can Rishon overtake Suryavardhan for P2? The battle up in front being fought hard, trying hard on the inside now. Rishon, Suryavardhan having to defend hard as the leading trio catching up to the back markers. On a very cold morning here at Miko Kartopia, Bangalore. There's fog all around. 5 more laps to go. Blue flags being waved for Divinandan to overtake the back markers as the leading bunch. Kyle Kumaran in P1, Suryavardhan in P2, Rishon in P3. The top 3 drivers battling it out on track. Once again, Rishon on the inside, and this time sticking it, making a move on the inside of Suryavardhan to take P2 at the second hairpin of Sector 2. And now Rishon pushing hard to catch Kyle Kumaran. Around the final corner, back onto the main straight. Rishon ducking his head to gain an aerodynamic edge to try and catch the 5-time UAE champion Kyle Kumaran, driving for Peregrine Racing, and Rishon very close to Kyle now. Suryavardhan in P3 around Sector 3. Rishon trying to make a move on Kyle Kumaran on the inside as Kyle closes the gap. Once again they make their way back onto the start-finish main straight. And 3 more laps to go. Divinandan driving for Naren Karthikeyan Racing Academy. As Rishon making a move down the inside of Kyle Kumaran, takes the curbs, and Kyle Kumaran taking the outside line, carrying more pace, overtakes him back. Immense action out here on track around Sector 2 as the cars overtaking each other around the hairpin bends. Rishon in the lead now. Kyle Kumaran in P2. Superb driving by Rishon, driving for Birel Art India, overtaking Kyle Kumaran of Peregrine Racing. Rishon around the final corner, starting off. 2 more laps to go, and Kyle Kumaran hot on his heels. Around C1 they go, around the C2 hairpin bend. Kyle trying to make a move on the inside of C3, slipstreaming him into Sector 2 hairpin bends now. The outside line, Rishon having to defend hard from Kyle Kumaran as Kyle Kumaran makes his way around the inside, overtaking Rishon at the second hairpin bend of the second sector, regaining the lead. Superb battle out in front between Rishon now, making a move on the outside of Kyle, making it stick. We've not had so much action on track so far this weekend as Kyle and Rishon battle it out. They have 1 more lap to go as the rain starts to creep in. Kyle slipstreaming Rishon down the main straight, and once again they go around C1 and C2. Rishon having to defend hard from Kyle Kumaran. As Kyle Kumaran, and once again side by side they go into the second hairpin of Sector 2. Kyle Kumaran on the inside. Rishon on the inside now. Brilliant battle. Beautiful driving by both the drivers out there. Keeping it clean, not bumping into each other. Swapping positions for the lead. As Kyle Kumaran takes a wide line through there. Rishon leading around the final corner. Can Kyle do something about it? And across the finish line, Rishon takes the win from Kyle Kumaran in P2. And Divi Nandan finishing a brilliant P3. Overtaking Suryavardhan for P3. Divi Nandan driving for Naren Karthikeyan Racing Academy. Superb battle for P1, P2, P3 on track. And that brings us to the end of the Senior Max pre-finals race. Your winner, Rishon, driving for Birel Art India. In P2 we have Kyle Kumaran driving for Peregrine Racing, and we'll be joining you shortly for the finals of the Micromax class race